All right, a little bit late in the day. I wasn't even going to do a car rant, but I just cannot help it. I can't help it. And really, it's because of one thing. I saw this whole opioid commission report yesterday, and I wasn't going to say anything because it's getting all controversial and things like that. And my boy John Shinholzer, he wrote an article in the Huffington Post. Man, I loved it. Dude called it out. John Shinholzer straight said that Samson needs to be on the hook, and the what is it called? The National Association of Single State Authorities. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but that's what it's called. The official kind of branch that gets the drug and alcohol money from the federal government. They are the Single State Authority. And then they have county authorities and et cetera, et cetera. That's how they dole out the money. Shinholzer called out the Single State Authority lobby. They have a lobbying group and a membership group. And he called out Samson. He said, basically, until you give money to authentic recovery community organizations, those are organizations that are not part of a treatment center. They operate independently. They are their own entity with their own board and with their own structure. And until you do that and you unleash the power of recovery, you will never see a change in this opioid epidemic. You will never see the numbers go down. But if you do unleash the power of recovery, we can cut this thing in half in a year. 50% reduction in opioid-related deaths if you unleash the power of recovery. And you know what that means? That means it's available all the time. I heard a story yesterday where a mom was telling me that she took her son to the clinic and it was after 6 o'clock and they wouldn't let him into the IOP group because he arrived late. I don't want to hear that we need to have structure. I don't want to hear that, oh, he's got to learn how to handle himself and that's part of the recovery process. Bullshit. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's restrictive services. I can't believe that our drug and alcohol programs are open, only 9 to 5. They need to be open 9 to 9. They really should be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, recovery management programs, we'll do that tomorrow. I'll be on the phone tonight. I will be on the phone with somebody tonight trying to help them figure out what to do with a loved one, or maybe even talking to the addict themselves. That's the kind of dedication, that's the kind of approach we need to stop this thing. I don't get it. More people have died from the overdose epidemic than ever killed AIDS. I mean, really, honestly, it's desperate times. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and desperate times call for something different. It was Chris Christie who put together, he's the opioid czar, he put together the opioid report to President Trump. I could just picture that conversation. Hey, Mr. Christie from the great state of New Jersey. Yeah, Trump. I'm Christie from the great state of New Jersey. Holla back, home peace. All right, Trump. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the recommendations from the Opioid Commission. Nothing new, dude. Trumpy, we're going to roll with this thing the same way we always have, man. We're going to pump some money into some treatment. We're going to get the Single State Authority a little bit more money. Free up some money for some medication-assisted treatment. I've been reading about that stuff. But nah. We don't need no more money for recovery. Treatment got recovery. Treatment takes care of recovery. Well, Mr. Christie, I've heard from some folks that treatment isn't recovery. What? Trumpy, what are you talking about? Of course treatment is recovery. Everybody knows that you go to rehab and you're cured. We know that's how it works. So come on. We don't need to do anything different. What's this authentic recovery community organization stuff? Those people don't have degrees. Those people, they don't have the right license. Those people can't really get anything done. We're not going to fund them. If you want to throw them a couple $100,000 here and there, we'll throw them a couple $100,000. Just a little bit of money here and there to kind of keep them pacified. They need to act right. They need to get their act together. They're drug addicts and they need to act right. So we're going to give them a little bit of money and we'll see if that helps keep them quiet. But you know what we will do, Mr. Trump, is we'll parade them out and we'll celebrate whenever we pump more money into the same system. And for whatever reason, the recovery community will keep showing up and keep saying, thank you. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. Thank you for not doing anything different. In the meantime, year over year over year. And if you really want to see it, guys, just look at the northern states. Look at the New England states. Look at my state of Pennsylvania. They've been pumping more money into the same old solutions for a decade now. And the only result is record-setting deaths. Unleash the power of recovery on addiction. And let's get aggressive. Let's get in the streets. Let's go door to door. Let's get in the hospitals. Let's get in the churches. Let's get in the jails. Let's get in the dirt and in the mix and bring recovery to people. And then you'll see a difference. But until then, hey, we'll be back here next year, same time, talking about the same stuff. It's not going to magically go away. The epidemic is not going to magically disappear. And I have to talk to these folks, and I talk to these parents. I talk to these moms who lose kids. That's why I'm fired up. That's why I'm aggravated. I got to go. It's getting late. Bye.